Hey, hey, welcome in. Who's here? Who's here? Hey, y'all, welcome to the live. Happy Saturday. It's been a while. Who's in here with me? Welcome in, y'all. Happy Saturday. Who's here? Thanks for the like. How are you? How's your day going? Are you staying cool? Who was that one person watching? I'll wait until somebody comes in and say hey. Happy Saturday. Hope you're staying nice and warm. Can y'all put test in the chat so that I can make sure I'm getting the comments? Put test in the chat for me so I'll know who's here with me. Let's see. Somebody put test in the comments. How are you? Happy Saturday. I guess I'll sit here and just read until somebody comes on. Thanks for being here. Let me try to do a test. Double tap the live, please. Can y'all hear me? Listening to 90s, y'all. Just vibing out. Maybe I should come back on at 8. I'll wait a few more minutes. Hey everybody, welcome in. We have 5 people in here. Can you please put hello or test in the chat? I don't know if you all can hear me, and I don't know who's here. I hope you're doing well and staying warm. What are you all doing tonight? Are you already snowed in? There we go. Hey Edna. Congrats to you and all your awards. Very well deserved. I'm pushing myself this year. I'm going live. I have 90s music playing, sitting back, and I'm just bored. We're waiting on the snow to start. Edna, have you all received snow yet? I know it's coming your way, but I don't know if you all are going to get snow first. Oh, no problem. Well deserved. What's the weather like up there? I see 5 people in the chat. Can y'all double click on the live for me and let me know, how is the weather? It just started. Hey, see? And see, you're in Virginia. So I don't know if you all are going to get sleet as well. They're predicting 12 to 14 inches here. It just started here. I can literally look outside and see a dusting of snow. But by the time 11 o'clock comes, they said it's going to be coming down pretty heavy. And it's going to go all through Sunday. And maybe end about 6 p.m. tomorrow. It just started. Not yet. It's supposed to start in the middle of the night. Yes, it's like 15 degrees here. It feels like negative 15 here. And I think that's going to be the worst part because we're already used to the snow, right? It's just the fact that when that ice and when those temperatures drop, it gets a little tricky. And they're already calling school off for Monday. Hi, Lily. Welcome in. I'm just asking how the weather is. I'm vibing out to 90s music. Oh, thank you. Hey, welcome in, y'all. Double tap for me. Same here. I made some chicken and rice, some creamy chicken and rice from scratch. Some good old cornbread, y'all. It's been the coziest evening. I said I miss y'all. Let me come on and jump on chat. Hello, welcome in. Oh, thank you so much. So, what are you all up to? Do you have movies on deck? We pulled out board games. Y'all know we love some Uno and Connect Four. So, we'll be doing that tonight. Hey, welcome in. Grandma does it all. You staying warm with your babies? I said, let me call my G team. It's been a minute. What's my favorite game? See, I'm old school. I love Monopoly. Of course, I love Uno. Puzzles and board games, yes. I love some checkers. I'll pretty much play anything. We have Sorry, what Connect Four. We played Battleship the other night. Have y'all played Battleship? Do y'all remember that game? So I've been spanking butt in this household in some games, and we're very competitive here. And I love a good puzzle too. Put your favorite game in the chat. But yeah, we're gonna be baking the breaking bakes this time. Got the Nestle Toll House cookies. We're gonna make some of those. Two boys are sick with the flu. Oh my goodness. I'm praying blessings and healing over that whole household in the name of Jesus. It's been a lot of sickness going around. Flu and cold and the C word. It's the weather. Welcome in. Hey Ada. Hey Auntie. About 2 years ago in your daycare, y'all played Sorry, and it took an hour. Yeah, see, that's one of them games that you gotta have a patience. If you're planning on playing Sorry or Monopoly, you gonna be there for a while. You definitely are. And I don't like playing with nobody who like to cheat, or when they start losing, they don't want to play no more. No, you gonna sit here and finish this whole game. But yeah, any old school game, I'll play Mancala, Spades, Bones, or Dominoes. Mm-hmm. Praying this snow is light on all of us. Auntie, how much snow are you all expecting in your area? They're talking about 12 to 14 inches here. Let's see. The longest game I've ever played was like 2 hours long, maybe 2.5. Yes. And Monopoly will do it to you every time. I can't play with nobody who don't pay attention during the game. Like, it's your turn again. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I'm pretty competitive, y'all. I don't want no lazy player and nobody who quit. You gotta play that new Uno game. You can take people's hands, reverse the game, and all kind of stuff. Okay. Now I did see on the Uno game where they have the automatic like shufflers now, and it'll like give you your own deck. But if they're doing all that, I might need to upgrade my game. I'm gonna have to look for that. Auntie said 6 to 10. My goodness. And it's like 230 million people are experiencing something from the snow, whether it be ice. I hear Texas got a little bit of ice and snow, and what, Arkansas and Memphis. Never play a long game with toddlers. About 5 minutes in one of my games, the toddler just started talking. All of the board starts taking out of board pieces and throwing. See now. What did y'all cook today? Do y'all have y'all snacks? I've already eaten half of my snacks. Didn't need them in the first place. I got my good books. I'm starting a new book. I finished 3 books already this month. Yes, they're getting snow. It's freezing. It feels like negative 13 up here. I pray your whole household feels better, Grandma. That is no joke, especially with babies, and then it's storming on top of that. Yes, they're getting snow. Everybody cool in place where you are. Everybody warm. Have everything you need. Since we're all gonna be snowed in all weekend. I hear the DC DMV area. I hear you're gonna get so much snow, like over 14 inches. I'm like, what is going on? And where are they gonna put all the snow? Puppy, you're alone right now. Sometimes being alone is the best piece. Well, you can talk to us right here on this live. Auntie said you have too many snacks. You just received the Instacart order. Yeah, we're good. Everybody's in their own respective parts of the house. I'm like, I need to go and talk to my family tonight. So we have our music. I'm already listening to 90s music. I have new books that got delivered, snacks, movies. What shows are y'all watching right now on Netflix, Hulu, Peacock? Because I have time this weekend. And I need some suggestions because I barely have time to watch. What are y'all watching? Let's see. I'm not looking forward to a lot of snow. Me either. If I didn't have to go out in it, then I would be fine. So they're saying there's some messages held for review because we don't do all the slick talking over here on this live. So somebody being disrespectful, they gotta go immediately. We all nice and respectful, but if they can't be, they gotta get out of here. You watching Stars? What you watching on Stars, Auntie? And see, I know you're watching some shows. I need all of the shows. I've been watching a couple documentaries on Netflix, and they've been really good. Hey, Fab, how are you? We're just chilling. Y'all hear what I'm listening to? Hopefully, no copyright. This is 90s vibe over here. Hey, 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 hey. Let me turn it down before we get a copyright. Let's see. Yeah, I'm like, I'm bored. Cabin fever already. See, 14 inches. What's the weather down there like in Atlanta, Fab? We're getting 14 inches of snow tomorrow and 8 more by Tuesday? Where are you located, Grandma? Let me turn this down. They trying to copyright me. Hey, goodness. I don't know. I'm glad everybody's safe and in place. What am I going to do during the snowstorm? I'm going to listen to my music. We're going to play the Wii. We got movies. We got snacks. We got board games, new books. I'm going to find something to do. So, I said I wasn't going to get on live again until I had some topics. You know, we often go through some questions and we'll answer. So, I wanted to do culture tags, but I can't find the game, so we're gonna do something else. I went online and found it says awkward, messy scenarios. The first one I wanted to bring up, I listened to a morning radio show, and it's called Second Chance Dating. Well, it's an instance where people call into the radio show, they go on a first date. For some reason, after the date, they can't get in touch with the person they went on the first date with. They've been ghosted. So the radio host, they actually called that person who's the ghost to see if they'll answer, and they'll call to see why they stood them up. So my question to you all is, you said, what if the power goes out? Oh, we're good. We got our cars are full with gas. We don't have no generator, but we know how to survive. We got wood for the fireplace. We got candles going on. We got backup power plugs already ready to go. We have wireless echo boxes that are charged and ready to play Bluetooth music. So we're good. You said it's 44 right now. Fab, stop playing. It's freezing here. But anyway, back to the ghosted part. So the radio station, they'll call your ghost to see what happened, why they're ignoring you, and then they'll invite you to go on a second date on them. So I've been listening 2 weeks in a row, and a gentleman called the show, and he said, "Can you please call this girl? We went on a date, and now," he said, "I thought it went pretty well, and now she won't even answer my call." So they called the girl, and she's just going in on him like, he's weird, he's a loser, and all of this stuff, and he's on the other end still trying to date her. He's thinking everything went well, and she's like, no, not at all. He's weird, he's creepy. So my question to you all is, if you go on a first date with somebody and then you don't hear from them, one, are you going to reach out to them to call them? And two, are you going to keep pressing it? Or are you the type of person that's like, look, we went on a date, he or she didn't call me back, so I'm gonna leave it right there. Let me see. I know it's crazy, but that's how it goes up north. What state do you? I'm in Ohio. Maybe the storm is worse there. It will be, but we're used to snow. Oh my God! Finally, not a weird brain rot live. Hey, how let's go? Nah, we're just kicking it. Just kicking it as if we're catching up with family. So if you go on a date with somebody, are you gonna? And if you don't hear from them within a week, are you calling back or are you just gonna let it ride? I want to know. Absolutely. I'm reaching out because I have a question. They're going to get one call. Auntie, what? You going to call to do what? See what had happened? Or are you going to call to say, are you just making sure they're good? I swear the big 2026, they still go with, I don't know. I don't know what that is. And 67, I'm tired of it. Yeah, welcome in. So, see, with me, I don't know. I think after a week, I'm so prideful, and it can be a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm so prideful. The old me would have been like, forget it. Like, we gonna keep it rolling. If I see you out again, I see you out again. But at this stage, I'm gonna call to see how you doing, see if you answer respectfully. After that, I'm good. Let's see. Thanks for the likes and y'all double tap. What are y'all gonna do? I need to know, am I wasting my precious time? Because you need to be ground with me. Exactly. Like, respectfully. Do I need to keep it moving? And I'm only calling for your well-being. Where are you at? Let's go. What's going on? All right. Next scenario. If y'all are still here. Um, a friend owes you money. And they keep posting vacation pictures or pictures of what they purchased while on their trip. How do you react? A friend owes you money, but you keep seeing them posting on vacation of their vacation and the things they bought. How are you going to react? Let's go. Be careful in Australia. Y'all stay safe out there. Y'all here? Well, I guess I'll go ahead and answer it. If a friend owes me money and they keep posting vacation pictures and posting shopping pictures, I won't ever do it again. I have Auntie said I have no problem asking when should I expect my money, and that's on facts, Auntie. Auntie said you better give me my money. It don't matter how big or small, Auntie. You said when can I expect my money? Cause if you got money for vacation and shopping, you got enough money to pay me back. And I've been through that situation before. I'm sure a lot of us have. It'll never happen again. Let's see. They would definitely not get that part. They wouldn't get another dime. Mm-mm. Hey, welcome in, Cole. Welcome in, Graham. Hey, hey. The question was if a friend owes you some money and they still haven't paid you, but you see them on vacation or shopping and posting away, how you gonna react? Are you gonna say, hey, that 200 I lent you, can I have it back? Or are you just gonna let it slide and won't do it again? If you're grown enough to ask the, if you're grown enough to ask to be grown enough to pay my money, to pay your debts with me, friend. Exactly. Especially if you did it at the kindness of your heart and you was there for them when nobody else was. And they taking you like a joke. They playing. And they doing all this other stuff and they can't pay you back. Yeah. That'll be the end of the friendship too. I love you, but I gotta with a long handled spoon, right? Welcome in. Everybody staying warm and cozy. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Cole. It's chilly here. We're just relaxing, listening to some 90s music and vibing. Exactly. You gotta teach everybody how to treat you the first time. And that's wherever you go. Family, home, relationships, corporately. You don't let nobody treat you any type of way. I don't care who they are. Mm-mm. That's in any relationship. And then they think they can keep doing it. And why would they not want to keep doing it if you're gonna keep giving in? All right, thanks, Auntie, for answering that question. Let's see, we got another one. I wrote down 10 questions. I'm like, let me at least do 30 minutes. Let's see. You realize mid conversation that you don't remember somebody's name again. You're in a group conversation. What's your next move? And I know this has probably happened to a lot of people. So you're in mid conversation with this person that you can't remember their name again. What do you do? Now, plenty of times I've come across people who I know their faces and it's been a while, so I don't quite remember your name. I will continue that conversation and never have to mention your name. You would never know that I forgot it. Because I know it's happened to everybody. All these people in the world, you can't remember everybody's name. People get their own kids' names mixed up. We're just vibing out, Cole. Just vibing. What are you doing? Where are you located? And how's the weather? Listening to 90s music. Auntie said, I would say, forgive me. I'm honestly terrible with names. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one. That's now, if I'm in a scenario where I have to introduce two people, then I would ask for their name. But if it's just me, we're gonna roll with it. Yeah, because some people they do take it personal. Let's see what else we got. Um, you overhear people talking badly about you, but they don't know you can hear them. How do you proceed? You overhear people talking badly about you, but they don't know that you can hear them. How do you proceed? Do you just ignore it and act like it never happened? Do you address them later or do you interrupt them? How do you proceed? It definitely depends on where you are too. Auntie said I would say, let's see, walk up to them and introduce yourself. So Auntie, if it's family members, you gonna intercede immediately. What if it's at work, like corporately? You still walk up to them, or do you just say, okay, so that's how you feel about me, like quietly to yourself, and then you just, you know, you lay back on them in the future? I think it depends on the situation. Cause so many times it's hard, to resist walking up to them and trying to, check somebody. I think it depends, and it depends on what they're saying too. Double tap the screen, y'all. If you're new in here, would greatly appreciate it. We're just vibing out. It's a Saturday night. We're in the midst of a snowstorm. Got the 90s music going, and I'm just calling y'all back. Cole said, I would say, you need. You would say what, Cole? You said something about me? Why? Cole said he's gonna address the haters. Graham said address right away and say, excuse me, what did you just say? And Auntie said, I do not like unresolved issues. That's what I'm talking about. This chat is bout it, bout it. Because just like you said, Auntie, you got to teach people how to treat you. And if they talking messy about you in close proximity, you know that's a messy environment. So Aya says y'all gonna get some clear, make it clear, make it plain. Is there something you need to say to me? I ain't mad at it. Oh, we got Keep Sweat on now. Oh, yeah. 9 times out of 10, I want to address it every time. Every time. But then that one time out of 10, I'ma just not fool with you again. And you will never know why. Let's see, what's the next question? It says, someone tags you in an unflattering photo or video. What do you do? This is kind of similar to the last question I just asked. But this time it's bigger because you're on social media. You've been posted publicly. I'm in Ohio. You've been posted publicly. And somebody put an unflattering photo or video up of you. And it's usually the one where they look amazing. And they ain't really, whether they do it on purpose or not, they're not really paying attention to, anybody else in the picture. As long as they look good, they post that type of picture and post. Interaction is definitely over. Absolutely. That would be the end. Thanks, Cole. I'm just winging it. We're just winging it. Auntie said, well, if I'm tagged, I will ask them to take it down. Auntie, what if they said no? I'm definitely asking. You need to take that picture down. Mm-mm. I think that is so rude to post a picture where somebody else is not their best. I have a friend that does that on a regular. That's so rude and inconsiderate. Now, if it happens every now and then and they don't have any problem, like, oh, I didn't even realize your shirt was pulled up. I didn't even realize your eyes was closed during the picture or this video. And they take it down, that's cool, that's accidental. But when you constantly doing it, you're trying to be funny. Be side-eyeing folks. All these questions go to show you that people don't always have our good intentions in mind. They don't. They don't. And don't let it be an introvert. You know they ain't saying nothing to nobody. A lot of stuff gonna slide, unfortunately. Here's another one. This question says, is it wrong to cut off family for the sake of your mental health? Is it wrong to cut off family for the sake of your mental health? I already know what y'all gonna say. I'm loving y'all answers. Is it wrong to cut off family for the sake of your mental health? It's wrong. Hey, Alicia. Alicia said yes, it's wrong. Auntie said no, it's not wrong. Cole said yes, it's wrong. Why is it wrong? If you said yes, why do you think it's wrong to cut off family for the sake of your mental health? No, it's not wrong. I would like to know. I'm not saying there's no right or wrong answer. It's a hard one. But see, if I said, is it wrong to cut off friends for the sake of your mental health, then more people would probably be like, it's not wrong at all. Auntie said, I've left relationships for my betterment. Let me tell you something. In my opinion, it doesn't matter who it is. If you are not a peaceful person, or if you bring harm to me mentally, or in any kind of abusive way, I gotta let you go. I'ma still love you, but I ain't gotta like you, and I ain't gotta fool with you. Hey, Queen. Stand warm. Welcome in. I'm asking these awkward, messy scenario questions. Listen to 90s music, embracing this snowstorm, and vibing out. And the question I just asked was, is it wrong to cut off family for the sake of your mental health? And we've been getting mixed answers. What do you all think? Hey, Griffin family. Vibing out to 90s music, embracing the storm, calling y'all back, and asking these awkward, messy scenarios. Is it wrong to cut off family for the sake of your mental health? So we've been getting a lot of yeses and a lot of nos. And what I said was, there's not a right or wrong answer in my opinion, but I feel like if anybody, I don't care who you are, if you're bringing harm to me, if you're abusive to me in any kind of way, I will love you because I have to, but I'm not fooling with you. You gotta go. And it's so crazy because if we said, is it wrong to cut off friends for the sake of your mental health, then more people would probably say, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. I'll let a friend go in a minute. But family, because they're family, I guess we give them grace, right? What do you do when you get to take a break at work? I barely get a break at work, but I just try to find a quiet place. Let's see. You can love, exactly. You can love from a distance. I'm not going to let you harm me. And like Auntie Etta said, you have to teach people how to treat you. You do. And now I don't want to get it confused with if they're having an issue, uh, a physical condition, a mental condition, a crisis. That's different. But when somebody's just purposely trying to bring harm to you, you gotta go. I'm at the point where I'm not letting anybody invade or disrupt my peace in any kind of way. It doesn't matter who it is. I'm gone when you don't have me in mind when making decisions that will affect me. I know that's right, Auntie. Welcome in, everybody. Double tap. We're just vibing out. How is it in South Carolina? Did y'all get snow? Are y'all awaiting snow, Griffin family? We're waiting on 12 to 14 inches here. So I got my 90s music. I got my books. Half of my snacks because I already ate the other half. Everybody's in their own respective places in the house. And it's a good evening. All right, let's go to the next question. It says, at this stage in your life, is money or time more valuable? At this stage in your life, is money or time more valuable and why? No, I'm not a doctor. I work in education. Is money or time more valuable? Like right now. Auntie said time all day. Why do you pick time, Auntie? I would really like to pick brains tonight. To me, it's definitely time. You know, when you're young, and I'm not speaking for everybody, but a lot of people is like, let's get to the money. I can work 2, 3 jobs. I'm young. I'm motivated. I'm gonna stack my money. I don't have to worry about a family right now. But then when you get older, you're like, oh, it's my time. I'm valuing everything. Auntie said, I love my people. I don't love money. Love it. Alicia said, time. You can't get it back. You can't. And it's something about when you get out of those 20s, time flies. You're like, dang, I'm 35? What is going on? Yeah, time is so precious. I'd rather be broke with time. I'm telling you. Queen said it's snowing right now here in Chicago. Chicago, what are you how much snow are you predicted to get? We're supposed to have 12 to 14. We're supposed to have 2 overnight and then it's going to pick up at 11 p.m. tonight and it's going to snow all day tomorrow and stop around 6 or 7. So right now it's just a dusting outside, but it is freezing. Queen said, yes, time for sure. Time is flying right now. So time, yeah, trying to enjoy every moment. You realize that time is the most precious thing you have. And then you start thinking about all the stuff you never did, all the stuff you want to do, planning the stuff you're going to do or you hope to do. It's like, oh my goodness. So I would tell any young person, if you're on this line, don't play about your time. Because even being young, you're not promised to be here. Yeah, somebody held a message for review. I said on this live, don't come in here acting silly because you're going to get up out of here. We don't do no disrespect, no craziness. Everybody going to treat each other with respect or you got to go. This ain't that over here. And everybody who here, we family, so y'all know we got each other's backs. But yeah, I think everybody said time. You said supposed to get like 4 to 6 inches. Yeah. Oh, negative, feel like -30. You can have Chicago. You can have Ohio too. I'm trying to come down there with the Griffins down in South Carolina. I'll take that weather right now. Let's go to the next question. It says, what is something you tolerated in your 20s that you absolutely would not tolerate now? Something you tolerated in your 20s, but you absolutely would not tolerate now. I see what you're saying. To do what we want, we need money in a lot of cases. But with that time, what you do with that time, money can't even compare. I'm telling you, I can walk in the park with my husband and have the best time in the world. Money would never have to come into play. But that special moment, like things like that, spending time with your loved ones, your grandparents, like the time they have here, you don't need no money for most of that stuff. We can split some ice cream in my freezer right now and have a game night, and that means more to me than a vacation if it's with the right person. Queen said people pleasing. Cole said, what would you pick if your family, what'd you say? If your family wasn't in, or your friends? I can't really see your comment. If your family was, Cole, repost. I can't see your comment. Queen said people pleasing. Hey David, welcome in. The rules of morality never changed. If you got morality, they would have the same rules in your 20s as they are in your adulthood. I see where you're coming from. That's true. A partner hanging out all night with the wrong crowd. Yeah, you definitely do grow wiser. Well, you should. Let's see. 85% of the time that you would spend with your children would be before the age of 18. Only 50% of your life will be spent with them in person on average. Just 15% they grow up and move on if you're raised right. That's true. And you know, kids, they grow up so fast. It's like, goodness, I just had you yesterday. And you feel like you spent a lot of time with them, but those, what, 18, 19, 20 college years go fast. And then you're like, are you coming home for the holidays? That's something to think about. But that's why I'm like, time is so precious. Especially when your kids are little, it's like, spend time. Forget the little iPads. Let's make memories. Let's experience things. I don't want you to just be in the house just to be here. Like, let's make it count. You are so right. Welcome in, David. Let's see. We're almost through 10 questions. I've asked what, 7 questions now. Another one says, what trends will you never understand? What trends will you never understand? I googled these questions. They're called awkward and messy scenarios, and I'm just using them as topics for tonight. Cole said, "What would you pick if your family? What would you pick? Your family was following or your friends? If your family was following or your friends? Family. I mean, I hope I would never have to pick, but let's see. Mukbangs. Alicia, what'd you say? Those mukbang trends? Do y'all like the mukbangs? Where they're sitting in front of the camera just eating a whole bunch of food and sometimes talking, sometimes not. David said, I love your casual conversations. I subscribed. I will be looking for you. God bless. Thank you. I appreciate you so much for dropping in. See, mukbangs, this is my thing. I love cooking channels and I love to cook on YouTube sometimes. But, and even if you're going to eat your meal, if it's the first time you've made a dish and you're sitting down and you got a nice little plate and you're eating with manners, that's cool. But then there are channels where there's a huge plate of food and they're just going in. I'm like, oh my goodness. I don't know. Sagging pants are the worst. I can't stand that. Somebody said I can't stand the ASMR and slurping. Absolutely not. It's a lot of stuff. It's just little things that hoodies in the summertime, like little things. Wait, especially being in school, I see so much every day. The little 6, 7 trends, everything. Boots in the summer. No, I'm playing. Auntie said, "Hey, Alicia, you just made me laugh out loud." Yeah. And that goes along with what are your icks or annoyances with people? Because we all have icks, whether somebody's smacking, snoring, chewing with their mouth open, cutting in line, bonnets. There's so many icks. I know y'all have some icks. I want to know. Put them in the chat. What are some of y'all icks? Goodness gracious. I can't stand when somebody's in a grocery store and they have their cell phone on speaker and going up and down every aisle, arguing or scream talking to the person they're on the line with. That grinds my gears. Alicia said, I've gotten old and can't take too much. I can't take too much at all. I can't even have the TV loud after 10 o'clock. Put it on volume 6. People smacking when they're eating, yes. Every little thing. If 2 people talking to me at the same time, I'm like, that's how I know. Goodness gracious. So what are y'all all doing tonight? Are y'all staying up all night? What are your plans? Let me see. David said, girl, you got to get your cooking show going. It will blow up. Food makes the world go round. Oh, thanks. I love to cook too. Especially, I'm sick of these restaurants. I ain't going to call nobody out, but all I'm saying is prices going up and food is not tasting the same. From fast food to fine dining. The prices are outrageous. And it's not that I can't pay the prices. If I'm going to pay, I want the best service. And I'm easy to please. I have been cleaning and purging. Perfect night to do so. True, I'd rather cook at home. And if I didn't know how to cook, I would be buying cookbooks, trying new things. Auntie said, I'm up until I see Tiana Taylor on Saturday Night Live. Oh, she's coming on tonight? That's another thing. You speaking of Tiana, I'm back in the gym, y'all. I'm training for a half marathon for the spring. It's one of the things I want to accomplish this year. And I've done plenty of 5Ks and I have a couple medals. But this is like my first half marathon. And I'm really excited about it. So Tiana Taylor, those are definitely physical body goals. Yeah, I'm trying to dibble and dabble into new things, like new and healthy things. Thank you. Auntie, have you done marathons? I think I've seen you participate in some. But yeah, this year I want to just get more outside of the box. I'm a foodie. I love books. I love clearance shopping and traveling. I want to do a few new things though. Don't put me in a box. I'm not gonna put myself in a box. And I'm also not gonna wait around for folks to do things. I'm not doing that. And it goes back to time. I'm not wasting my own time. I'm not letting nobody else waste my time. David said cooking and eating is life. If it's good, David, absolutely. David, do you cook? Yeah, I want to do new things. What are some of the things on y'all list that y'all want to try this year? Y'all have anything in mind? Any events that y'all want to experience? Any places you plan on visiting? I want to join a book club. I want to do some new things. Cooking and eating is life. What Auntie say? Oh no. I don't know why I thought. You know what? I might be getting confused with some of your reunion vlogs when you hang with your friends. Cole, you're 10 years old. What you doing on this live here? What you doing? You a baby. I hope you ain't 10. I'm up here listening to these 90s throwbacks. No, you okay, but if you 10, I don't want to be in YouTube trouble. Let's see. Auntie said the most I've done were the 3 different events for 3 miles, each for charity in the past. And guess what? That's huge because the most people have done is not that. Alicia said you want to travel, sign language classes. Yes, photography and getting back to dance. Oh, I love that list. Yes. Sign language. There was a time that I was trying to teach myself sign language. That would be amazing. ASL, and it was during COVID. Photography, yes, those are some good things to get into. At my school, we have crocheting, and I'm like, I need to come join with the kids. I would love to get into crocheting. Have you ever eaten? Is it plov, which is Uzbek traditional dish. Excuse me if I'm mispronouncing, but no, I haven't. What is it exactly? Some good people in the live. Yeah, thanks for being here tonight. Oh, having our own little party. Let us know what kind of traditional dish that is. Where are you located? You said, let's see. Let us know. Auntie said sign language is definitely a great contribution. It is. Keep us posted on that. And then sign language is so useful. It can There's a need everywhere in every field with the sign language. Jay, no, I don't. I don't. Auntie said thank you, Cole. Anybody got any planned trips already? Where are you all going this year? Are you leaving the country? Are you planning on going to any events? Oh, here's another thing I wanted to talk to you all about too. So I was watching TikTok, and Burlington Coat Factory, they have bouncers at the door. And I actually went. Not only do they have bouncers, they make you they scan a picture of your face. I left. So before you can gain entry, they have a little closing uh, that they pull and they open it for you, a little bungee cord to open it. And then when you go in, they want to scan your face before they actually let you in to shop. Have you all experienced that? Alicia said, Lord, I need to get over fear of flying, having flown since 2001. Let's see. Auntie Etta said, me and I cruise in June at Etna's World Groupcation in August. So, Alicia, and then Auntie. So, Alicia, I'm a scared flyer. I do it scared. Jay'll tell you. I don't like to fly. It terrifies me so much, but I do it scared. Like, I am literally in tears during any flight, any turbulence. I almost lose it. I'm the one who is asking the flight attendant each time, are we okay? And we're just going to do it scared. So may you be encouraged. And it's okay because that's what I feel like when I don't have control over a situation and I'm in the air and I can't stop and pull over and get out at my own will, that's where I have a problem with. So you're going to do it scared this year. We're going to claim that for you and yours. And then Auntie said she's going on some cruises in June and in August. One day, Auntie, Jay and I, we're going to meet you on one of them cruises. We're going to meet you. hmm We always see the groupations and the group cruises. And we used to cruise all the time. Once a year, we would go. And we did do the cruise with Jazzy, with Rich and Jazzy. And it was amazing. We cruised out of Miami. It was so nice. We got to meet your favorite couple. That was a nice cruise. And we said, we need to plan to go back again. But we've been on 6 cruises. And we do plan on joining you all on one of those group cruises. Alicia said, take me, Miss Etta. See, Alicia, we need to get together with our husbands and we need to jump on their group cruises. And we can fly together. Auntie said, well, I never experienced that. Cole said, same girl. Alicia, amen. Auntie said, Alicia, you can catch the train to your location. Yes. And I'm a driver. I will drive. I will get in that car and drive to wherever the port is. And you know, there's a train from our city to Chicago to cross country, even going to the DMV area. But Auntie, are you all cruising in June? Is that the one cruising out of New York going to Canada? Is that same cruise? And then y'all know Edna's gonna cruise. She is going to travel. She's gonna cruise. And Auntie's been on lots of cruises too. Let's see. Oh, I would so love that. Yeah, we are going to meet. Going to the Caribbean? Caribbean? Let's see. My name is G. Yes. Cruising would be so nice. Alicia, there's 50,000 ways to travel. You don't have to get in a plane to make it happen. When we cruised out of New York, we flew from Ohio to New York. It was an hour and change. It was so fast. Flying out of Ohio to Atlanta, hour and change. If you want to drive, get in that car and drive. Park at the port. Uh-huh. And it's leaving from Philly. See. And I've been to Canada once. I was young. It was a family reunion. We went from Buffalo over to Niagara Falls. I would love to really experience it at this point in my life. But a lot of people don't know that you can drive to Canada through Detroit. Right over the bridge. Want to go to Italy? Yes. Hey, hey, welcome in. We're just chatting about any and everything. We're on travel now. Have the 90s music going on. Embracing the snowstorm. How are you? Are you warm? Are you safe? And do you have any trips planned? I know you just went on a trip a few months back. Auntie said, I remember you all had a ball leaving from New York. It was so much fun. Y'all, New York was so overwhelmingly fun. It was too much for your girl. Manhattan, I was like this, just was in New York the whole time and missed so many historical places. But we didn't have much time. We cruised out of New York and went to Bermuda. Hey y'all, yeah. But yeah, you have to plan a trip, Alicia. You have to fly. You got this. Yes, New York. New York was. Put in the chat. Have you all ever been to New York? Yes or no? New York was an experience. And Jay and I said we did our research. We watched a lot of YouTube videos before we went so that we wouldn't be lost in a big city. And we knew that when we flew into LaGuardia Airport, they said do not take a cab. The cabs will easily charge you $100 or more just to get over to Manhattan. So there are all these different boroughs in New York, and we're like, nah, we watched a YouTube video. I had my notes, and we caught the train, y'all. We caught the train. It was an experience. Uh, that was our first time catching the subway, and I was like a kid in a candy store. They had instrumentalists jumping on at every spot, just playing. Like here in our city, you get put off public transportation coming on there doing anything but sitting down and being quiet. It was an experience. They had uh magic shows going on. I couldn't believe it. I would love to go to Niagara Falls. I still remember the place. It is beautiful. And they actually have like tour boats that will take you down through there. You love catching the train to New York? See, you can catch it right from You're Maryland, right, Auntie? So it'll take you straight from Maryland to New York. You said good, act right. And how long is the train ride from Maryland to New York? It's an amazing place. Did you all see all those people there for New Year's Eve? They were standing outside for hours waiting on the ball to drop. I'm like, how is that possible? Where are the restrooms? Because when you're watching from home, you don't see any kind of porta potties or anything like that. When I found out what they do, I couldn't believe it. You said yes, Penn Station to Penn Station. It's about 4 hours. Now, I don't want to get too personal, but is it a set price for a train fare or does it fluctuate like airfare? You said on New Year's Eve on in New York, Times Square, the Ryan Seacrest show and all that, packed, and they said they wear diapers because there's no restrooms around. I'm like, and that was always one of the things I wanted to do was to see the ball drop on Times Square. But when I finally saw Times Square in the summertime, I'm like, this is the place everybody meets? And it was much smaller than what I had imagined. It was more long than wide, if that makes sense. You said that should be 3. It may change. Okay. So it's a wavering fair. Alicia said, yes, I watched a couple videos. It wasn't packed this year. I don't know. You know how the videographers show all the people in the front row up against the gate. And this was the first year that the weather seemed like it was tolerable too. But yeah, I'm excited for everybody in their trips, their upcoming trips. Are the Griffins still in here? Or no? I know in 5 minutes, me and I, they're going to go live. They're going to go live, so I don't want to, you said you left at 8-ish and arrived at 12. That was not bad at all. You could literally sleep during that train ride. So I think we'll get off in like 5 minutes. Because me and I, they're going to go live. And I don't want to, have people to have to pick and choose. I just wanted to pop on to say hello. And who knows, I might come back on here at midnight. If I'm up, I might. Do y'all stay up late on weekends? Yeah, I ain't got to go to work in the morning. Let me know. And we do have a couple New York vlogs on our channel under the travel playlist. We put up so many travel vlogs. So if you're into traveling or if you want to see some of our experiences or the places we've been or the cruises we've been on, we do have a playlist under travel. And it has some of everything from cruising to different countries to in the country. You're from Brooklyn. Hey, Melly. Okay. Representing New York. Was just talking about New York and our experience there. And how it was just an amazing, overwhelmingly fun place. I feel like I did not have enough time there. I didn't get to go to any of the boroughs outside of the airport in Manhattan. I enjoyed chatting with you too, Auntie. Thanks for being here and moderating. Cole, thanks for being here. No work for me. It's the weekend. I appreciate y'all being here. If I'm still up, I'm gonna come back on here at like 11. And whoever comes, they come. Whoever's up, we're gonna have a overnight little jam fest. But until then, I want everybody to be safe, stay warm, don't be out here driving in all this snow. And yeah, be blessed. Double tap the screen for me, share out, and I appreciate you for being here. I'll see you all in the next one. Good night.